something to chop with. I'll use this. Boom, boom, boom. My top for that. Ugh. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, you're live.
Okay, okay.
We're waiting for the people.
We're waiting for the people. What's up, my people? Mi gente! What's going on? Welcome to Cooking with Greens. I left my sharpener at the work job too, so I have to buy another home steel. I'm gonna keep one there. Welcome to Cooking with Greens, guys. We're gonna be doing a lobster and crab bisque. Super simple. I'm just kind of winging it on this recipe. I do have probably 2 recipes for lobster bisque on our website. So if you need to kind of figure out what my brain was, I usually do it. I haven't done it in a while. I'm just trying to do another version of that same recipe. We have 2 lobster tails. We're making enough for Anita and I, of course. And then we had a little snow crab. Anita was so kind as to get all of the meat that she could possibly get out of that. Boop. And I want to save those because we're going to be making some stock. And I'm going to use my Instapot for that because nobody's got an hour and a half to make a stock. So I'm going to try to do this in a few minutes, hopefully, in the Instapot. And then we're going to make this bisque, and it's going to be a whole thing. So welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Darlene and Rob, for the seafood.
Absolutely, yep. Darlene and Rob donated the seafood because Rob is allergic to seafood, and somebody gave it to them. And so he was like, hey, you want this lobster and crab? I'm like, do I just want it? Absolutely, sir. So we're going to make something from it. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming to Cooking with Greens. We have been doing content online for about 8+ years maybe. And we've just been having fun, hanging out in our kitchen and spending time with you all. So welcome into our kitchen. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for supporting our brand over that period of time. We have a website. You guys have been purchasing our blends and our hard goods and our experiences. We appreciate that. And then we also have a shop downtown Norfolk, Virginia, 208 East Main Street. Thank you for coming through and visiting. So we're gonna get started, getting right into this. If it feels like I don't have a concrete recipe, it's just me kind of freestyling off this recipe, all right? So follow along. We're gonna start with our theme music. We're gonna go ahead and do our cleansing breath and our thought for the day, and then we're gonna get into this. Let's go. Shout out to Tony. Thank you, good sir, for such a great theme song that we use over and over and over again. We haven't been using it for a while, but we're back, all right? Welcome everyone who was here. That was my marker eraser. Let me put that back up here where it belongs. So guys, super simple. I'm just gonna be taking these. So one issue that I find with people that make lobster bisque and shrimp bisque and and any kind of actually dish that includes shrimp or lobster or scallops, they tend to overcook everything. So now, if you're a texture type of person, everything's rubbery, and nobody wants to eat rubbery food. So we're not going to cook everything in the broth like some people do. We're not going to cook the lobster until it's bright red to get the meat out, because now the meat is done, and now we're going to add it back. So what I'm going to do is try to shock this lobster just so it releases the flesh from this, and pull it out. Let it cool for a second, and then we're going to finish it in some butter at the end. All right. So if we're going to cook it, let's cook it with some flavor, and let's not overcook this thing. All right. So right now I have some chicken broth in here, coming to a boil, so I can shock those. But before we do that, let's do our cleansing breath. We count to 3, guys. We inhale some cleansing breath. We hold it for a second, and then we release. When we release that air, we release our stress. It's just a reminder every day that if you're holding on to stress, you are holding on to it. Nobody gave it to you and stapled it to you. You made a conscious decision to say, that bad thing that happened to me at 7:35 this morning, I'm going to continue to embrace it all day long and not let it go. That's you, okay? Start giving yourself accountability. So the way we do that is we count to 3, we inhale some cleansing breath through the nose, we hold it for a second, and we let that thing go. We just let it go. If you want to pick it up again in the morning, that's up to you, all right? So let's do that on a count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3, let's inhale. Let's hold it for a second, guys, and let's just let it out. Shake it off if you have to. Sometimes you have to shake it off, all right? And then we're going to check out what the word for the day on the fridge is. It's another simple one, and it says, your friends are a mirror of your standards. Look close. Your friends reflect you. So your friends are a mirror. I'm sorry, I had that too high. Your friends are a mirror of your standards. Look closely. And look closely at your pan if it's overheating like mine is. So we're going to get into this. Once I wipe this off, because I wasn't counting on overcooking that for a second. I wasn't paying attention, but it's okay. It's fine to make mistakes in your kitchen. Your kitchen is your laboratory. This is where you learn. So it's absolutely fine. So, as you probably noticed, my chicken broth, and yes, I'm using chicken broth because it will add a bit of flavor to this. You can add a seafood stock, but we're going to try to make our own seafood stock. So without adding water, we're going to add a little more flavor by adding a little more umami, which is in chicken. I also gave it a pinch of salt. I'm not going to over salt it like I normally would with any kind of seafood that I'm doing. But we're going to go ahead and throw it in there for a sec. I'm throwing in the juices from that, absolutely, because all that is flavor. And I'm just going to get it hot enough to where this thing just starts to release this meat. We don't want to get it, and it's already bright orange. So I'm going to go ahead and probably take that out and see if I can get that meat off. I'm hoping that I can release the flesh from here. And I think so. So I'm going to take this off. Let me get another. I want to get this out of the top first. So I'm going to sit it here for a second. Boom. Turn it off. Alright. Excuse me a second, as I told you guys earlier, I'm kind of freestyling this, but it's going to be a thing, I promise you that. I'm going to get this guy here. I'm going to add a glove. I do have a finger. So, just getting that off, letting it cool down for a second, and we're going to get that shell off and throw this meat that's really not cooked yet in the fridge. And we're going to finish that off with some butter. We don't want rubbery lobster. Nobody likes that. A lot of you guys, if do not like lobster, you don't like it because of the texture. You're like, man, it's just so rubbery. Yeah, but that's the way they cooked it. We're gonna see if we got a bit of release off of this. And we did get some release off of this. Okay, good. I don't want to lose any of this juice. That's why it's good to do and clean your lobster and crab in a pan if you are making a broth, because then that way you can just pour all that juice in there. So I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to throw that in there because that's what it's going back to. A little bit of the intestines in
Ina
here.
says she's cooking this tomorrow. She watching.
What? Who said that?
Miss Ina.
Ina, just don't overcook your lobster and shrimp. Nobody likes a lobster or a shrimp that was boiling in some stuff for 45 minutes. But nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. They're going to tell you they like it, but nobody likes that. Nobody likes rubbery seafood. That is not a good thing. Are we getting that out? It actually is still got a little cool to the middle. So I just want to do that just so the meat will release from the shell. It will not release from the shell if it is raw. So you got to cook it a little bit. Boom. So we got these two. What I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to just chop it a little bit. And you can add more if you're like, oh man, that's not enough. Look, we're going to have a little bit of lobster meat also, crab meat also in here. And I'm just going to give it some bite-sized pieces. That's all. Boom, boom, and boom. Probably don't have room to lay this whole thing in there. I probably have to put it in something smaller. Let's see. Oh, I do maybe. Let's pour off any excess liquid. And we're going to sit that in the fridge. I'm a little close.
Oh.
Let me just push this up a little bit and then fold this down. As you can see, we are freestyling it, y'all. Boom. Okay, now we can open the fridge all the way. There we go. In the fridge for a sec. Cool. Now, next thing is we're going to chop up our veggie metables. We got some aromatics. We have your regular trio of aromatics. We got onion, celery, and carrots, the mirepoix. And we're going to actually add a bit of garlic too. Yes, I already have garlic that is jarred. It's fine. It's fine. If you are a purist, go ahead and dice your own garlic.
We just don't happen to have it.
I do it often. You know, we roast garlic. We do all kinds of stuff with garlic. Shout out to all my students this weekend who attended my cooking classes this weekend. I had a class Saturday and Sunday. I appreciate you all for believing in me and for the great reviews.
Friday and Saturday.
I'm sorry? Did I say Saturday and Sunday?
Mm-hmm. It was Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry, y'all. Because today is Monday.
Today is Monday.
So a little carrot.
We're off tomorrow.
Yay!
Oh, but I want to say happy birthday to my Aunt
Absolutely.
Katie.
Aunt Katie. Happy birthday. How old will Aunt Katie be?
Good question. She was born in 41, so do the math.
85, babe. Dang. Like I knew already. We're gonna do about approximately 3. I'm gonna do the whole celery stalk. Maybe 2. 2 is probably plenty. I just like a little celery flavor in here, and I really don't need too much more of this, but I'm gonna use it anyhow.
I'm gonna make her dinner. She asked me for some specific things she wants me to cook for her. I'm
What
gonna
is
do that and go spend time with her.
What is it? You wanna say?
Liver and onions, collard greens and cornbread.
Ooh, you gonna do that? You gonna go live or no? You just gonna do it in
I'm doing it in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, hey, these people sometimes don't be doing nothing in the morning.
I'll think about it. But I'm making big chicken for us, but we're having the same sides.
Ooh, babe, we're gonna eat good in that tomorrow. I love when you cook. You're my favorite home chef.
So I've heard.
Well, look, why you say it like that? Why you say it like that? Have I said somebody else is my favorite home chef?
Yeah, Wallace.
I see. No, Wallace is for real, for real. He's a home chef. He's a chef. He a chef. Anybody that worked in five-star kitchens since he was 15, he a real chef. He a chef. He cook at home too, like most chefs do. And then speaking of chefs, guys, if you actually are in the area and you want to donate to Easter Seals, they have an event Wednesday at Town Point Park in Norfolk called Chef Fest. Anita and I are going to be taking part in it, and so are a lot of other local chefs. We're going to be making tastings of some of our food, and we're going to have our product. Where you can come into Town Point Club and taste from, I think they said 18 plus chefs. And in addition, there is a silent auction. So there's like island trips and literally they're starting at like $500 for like a trip for 4 to the Caribbean and things like that. So a lot of times you get some really good deals because they're donated by different companies. And they're just doing it so they can raise money for Easter Seals.
Thank you, Rainette, for 50 stars.
So shout out to Easter Seals also in Town Point Club.
Stars. And another 50 stars.
Thank you, Rainette. And also Chef Eddie, who said, hey, you need to get Derek and Anita in here. They definitely are going to enhance your event. So I appreciate that.
No, Cindy, we have not started our garden yet.
No, we haven't. It's just, everything takes time, and I think I want to wait till spring, which is right around the corner. But your
brother's coming next month, so he said
I might start it. I have to get my, what are those things called?
Raised beds.
Thank you, babe. Raised beds going. So, I'm going to get all that together and set this aside, all right? Oh, and let's throw in, this right here, which is all the crab shells that we had. And Anita was so fine, she's fine too. She was so kind to get together. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get
Cindy,
it.
thank you for 50 stars.
Let's get it in the Instapot. Let's just.
Where'd you plug it? You plug it in over here?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna slide this over.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
So this is sometimes what we do when we are creating something in our kitchen. Everything's not as polished. We're moving things around, but we're still gonna make it happen today. So I'm gonna use my Instapot because instead of simmering this down to a proper stock that will, and I'm hoping this just covers these shells, and I think it will. Just covers these shells, especially in a more shallow area. I don't want to put too much liquid in there because I will be adding brandy, white wine, also, and I will fill it up with a little more if I need that. But we're gonna go ahead, instead of taking that hour and a half to create this stock, hopefully we can do it in a few minutes. So I'm gonna toss all of that in.
Mama is doing just fine. She's still in New Jersey. Miss Anna, thank you for 20 stars.
We're gonna toss all that in. I'll probably give it a teeny bit of water. I'm trying to use as little liquid as possible. I just want it to come to the top of those shells. Let's get a little water. Do I have more stock? Because if I do, I'll just add some more stock.
You have some in the cabinet.
I'll open that. So
Here you get it. Hold on.
I got it. I got it. Thank you. Little more stock, okay? Just a bit. Just want to make sure we're covering our shells, and that's going to give you so much flavor. There you go. That's probably plenty right there. A little more stock. And I want to break those down, and then I want to strain those and press those down so I get all that flavor out of those shells. Matter of fact, before I even do that, let's cook this first. Because I have to. Gotta get those aromatics in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little butter and a little olive oil and make this thing a thing, okay? We're gonna get some butter and some olive oil, guys. Melt it up. Actually, about a half a stick for this amount. So we're getting some butter. It's fatty, it's fine. We're gonna turn that on. Get a little melt. I'm gonna add a bit of, did I have, oh, squeeze bottles right here. Little olive oil, guys.
Sorry, it was in the way when you was doing the crab. I mean the lobster.
I'm even gonna add to this a bit of green onion.
Green onion is back in our life.
Green onion! Green greens, we have to have green onion. It's the law. Chop a little bit of that in there too, I think.
One of our wonderful green team members sent my husband that apron.
Yeah, when I did not win Master Chef, they said, "You're our Master Chef. I'm gonna send you something," and they said that. And I guess because it's not a brand issue because Master Chef is one word, they made it Master Chef Derek Green. So I'm like, oh, that was nice. I wish I could remember who it was. If you're on live today, let us know so we can give you a shout out. So we're gonna throw in our aromatics in here, guys. Get a little cook down on these bad boys. Getting them everywhere. Guess I'll pick those up. Let's get our aromatics in here and make them do what they do. I want to actually turn this on. I feel like I can start this.
Does the top have to be on the channel?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not gonna really start cooking until pressurized, but I feel like it'll start heating up, and that's gonna give me a little head start. So we're gonna cook these bad boys down a bit. Good aromatics. I'm gonna add a little garlic in there too. And by a little, I mean this much. A little lot.
A gougab.
A gougab of garlic. A whole gougab of garlic. So I have my immersion blender out, but I feel like it would be a little messy, so I have my food processor. Once this all cooks, hopefully in about 10 to 15 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and throw it all in the blender. We're gonna go ahead and strain it out. We're gonna blend it again, strain it out again, and then we're gonna finish up this.
Thank you, Miss Ina, for 200 stars.
Thank you, Ina.
She said you're watching closely.
You watching what?
Closely.
Closely, okay. Real simple. I mean, it's not a lot of ingredients you need to do. A lot of times, when people make bisques like this, they will add cooked rice in there, and then also kind of food process that, and that's their way to add starch and then more body to the sauce. If you want that, you can do that. But I think you can get the same thing by blending all these aromatics that you're gonna have in the stock. Okay, that's why I'm cooking them, caramelizing them a little bit instead of just boiling them in there, because I want to cook them down and then put them in there. Because you know, let's make more flavor whenever we can make more flavor. So we're getting a little butter cooked down on these bad boys before I add them in there, and I'm gonna add all that in here too, in that stock pot, and hopefully the stock pot will stock pot it in about 10 minutes or so, even though it's an Instapot. It smells good, I can tell you that. I want to add to our stock pot here a little of our Italian blend, because mostly soups and stocks and bisques like that have bay leaves and some aromatic herbs in there. Our Italian blend has all of that already in it. So I've got them in there. They were blended fresh. we're gonna add them in there, so we don't have to go ahead and add things that we have to
The
pull
red.
out. Thyme and herb and things like that. So I'll read you too what's in here. So we have sage, garlic, onion, savory, crushed red pepper, basil, rosemary, oregano, thyme, parsley, bay leaves, and chives and marjoram.
Hey,
I'm just gonna give it a
Ebony.
nice little sprinkle. We can always add more. We can't take it out, so we're gonna add a bit of that in there. And that stock is gonna be the base of our soup, so more flavor is not going to hurt a thing. So I want to get a little more cook on this, and then we're going to throw all this goodness in here. Just wanted to give it a little kickstart, so to speak.
Yes, it smells good in here,
It
y'all.
smells so good. They don't call these aromatic vegetables for nothing.
You need the rubber scrapers and get all of the stuff off the
My
side.
wife said, get it all out.
All the garlic, everything on the sides.
She said, don't leave none of that in there. Don't leave a bit of that goodness in here, she said. She said, I want the garlic, I want all that good stuff that you got flipped around the pan. I want all of that in there, so I got you covered, babe. We're cooking this in butter. I figured I'd do it in traditional butter. We usually cook a lot in plant-based butter, but we good. We good. I'll give this a little bit more. Yeah, it's heating up. Good. It does heat up. It's good to know. It's just not pressurized.
Right.
So I was like, that'll give it a head start if I start heating it now.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more cook on here, and then we're going to go ahead and get these out.
No, I didn't know Next Level Chef has started again.
No,
like
I've
that
been trying to talk Wallace into going on Next Level Chef. So bad. He will not. He don't want no parts of that. He don't want no parts of that. We're going to add a little tomato paste to this once this cooks down a little bit, guys.
Thank you guys for tapping that screen and sharing us. We really appreciate it.
About 2 tablespoons, 1.5 tablespoons, maybe. And I'm going to go cook the tomato paste near the end, just so it gets a little caramelization in there, maybe a minute, and some fragrance. I don't want to overcook that tomato in there, so it can be bitter. I'm getting a little bit more. And then I'm reserving like things like our seafood blend and other things that I might want to put in there till near the end. We already have a no salt Italian blend in there. I had a pinch of salt in there. Those aromatics are going to add a lot of flavor. The butter adds a lot of flavor. It's an unsalted butter, so don't have to worry about that. But we will get some flavor. Don't y'all even worry about it, sweetheart. Well, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm going to get this out and into our crock pot.
Crock pot.
Our crock. I keep calling it crock. Insta. Sorry, Insta. Insta's a brand, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Pressure cooker. Is that better for you?
Yeah, a fast pressure cooker. Getting that off. We're going to go ahead and let that pressurize. Where's my little pot?
Let's take a look, y'all. You go first.
We want all that to cook. All right. I forgot my little. I wanted to caramelize that. Well, you know what? It'll be all right. We just omitted a little extra flavor we could have had in here, but we're gonna add
I
about.
thought you said do it on the end.
No, I was gonna do it at the end of cooking that before I put it in.
Oh.
In other words, yeah. My
That's
bad.
confusing.
My bad on that. So we got a little paste in there. Since I didn't put it in the pan, I moved too quickly. I'm just gonna do this deal. And we go. Put on the top.
The chef Wallace has been very busy. We've been very busy.
We are.
It's our family too.
We literally are always busy. We tell people that all the time. Like, you know we are always busy, right? Make sure
We miss cooking with them and hanging out.
And it should be ready to start. So it's on. We already know that. We got a little heavy cream. You know what I forgot to
meet and
do?
greet? I don't know what meet and greet you're talking about.
I feel terrible right now, y'all, because you know what I forgot?
No.
Totally. It's off.
What?
I forgot to add to the pan the brandy in the white wine.
Oh, you gotta cook it?
Very, very important. Yeah, we're gonna cook that off. So this is what happens when we just kind of.
I know I'm getting dizzy too, Luana.
What happened?
She said she's getting dizzy.
You gonna get?
You gotta take all that out?
No, I'm just gonna take some of it out. It's all right. She's gonna take some of it out just so I can get a little of this in the veggies.
So Miss Ina, don't take it out the pan yet. Keep
Don't take it out the pan. Erase that part, Ina.
Add the tomato
Erase that part.
paste in the pan.
Add the tomato paste in the pan. She caramelized that. I did not do that. Take it off on me, okay? We're gonna add a little brandy or sherry if you have that in there. I mean, don't feel bad about adding marsala. I would be cool with that too.
Okay.
So we have flavor in there and not alcohol. Burn all the alcohol off. And then we're going to take a white wine, okay? And smell that caramel flavors. Oh. We're going to add about a half a cup of white wine in there, okay? I'll add that in there. We're going to let that simmer a bit. Then I'm going to throw it in there. And then should I have my tomato paste in there? Well, we gotta treat it like it's chopped or a cooking show. You could always revise. That smells so good. Smell that, babe? Can you smell it?
Yeah, I said, why remove the darn alcohol?
Nobody wants the alcohol or smell in their food. If you drink it, that's a different story. So you just cook it until you don't smell alcohol. You just smell the flavor, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and alcohol dissipates very, very quickly. We're gonna throw that all in here. We're gonna get this pressure on this thing. It's taking forever. We're gonna get this pressure on this thing. Bam! Let's try it again, ladies and gentlemen. So we're doing this way because we want to cut out that hour and a half to make it proper stock, okay? We're gonna make sure it's pressurized. We're gonna turn this thing off because it's bugging me. And we are ready to go. Let's see, we're gonna give that probably, I don't know, 15 minutes. I'm gonna wait till it says it's pressurized. I start seeing numbers come down, and then I'm gonna put my timer on. 10 to 15 minutes, I think it'll be plenty of time. Maybe 15 minutes. And then we will start making the rest of it. So, like I said, while I was away, Anita peeled this crab meat. This crab meat and the lobster meat that we have in the fridge will go at the last minute in a hot pan with some butter and some seasonings. We're going to add probably a little of Italian blends. I want some of those. I might chop a little parsley in here. I took all my parsley to the store. I might chop a little green onions in there. Scallions.
Did you just chop them all up?
No.
Good night, Miss Sabrina. Be safe.
Miss Sabrina, thank you so much. And just make sure we have some good flavor in there. Just cook it just until it's done. Just until it's done. Not for just... And literally we par cook this meat, so we do not need to overcook the lobster or the shrimp. That is the first issue. Crap. No, I'm talking about, I'm going to cook that, but I'm saying when you cook lobster or shrimp, you do not need to overcook it. Don't throw it in your stews and your gumbos and your stuff and let it go for an hour or half an hour, 20 minutes or 5. That should be the last thing you put in if you're putting something like that in a soup or a stew or whatever else you would put it in here. Last minute, right before you're turning that thing off, throw it in there, let that heat cook it, serve it right away. Every time, or you're going to end up with rubbery food. So, let's see. I feel like it's getting there. We're going to find out. It's got high, and the number is not moving, but the little thing is going around. You always have an issue with this thing when I start to use it. But how's everyone been? Let's hear some called and where you watching from and what's going on with you while we have a few minutes. And Anita can read.
Somebody said they always wanted to try this, but was afraid it would be fishy.
Not at all. You know what? I was actually going to do a cioppino, which is like a fish stew, because we do have all the elements for that, but then I didn't feel like getting into all of that. Like the lobster, usually lobster, shrimp, some kind of mollusk in there, like clams or oysters, or clams and oysters go in there, and then usually a white fish in there. So we kind of have all that stuff in the, but I was like, you know, I don't want to make a fish stew. Like, we'll probably eat it one day and then give it away. So I was like, we'll eat this if I make, like, just enough for us and maybe a little bit extra if we wanted to take some tomorrow. We'll probably go kill all this today, though, guys.
We don't see.
It's only like, you got to think about it, I only have like 2.5 cups of broth, half a cup of wine, and I reduced that a little bit, a couple of tablespoons of brandy, and then the juice from the seafood and the vegetables. Really not a lot.
It's going to be just enough. Did you buy the bread?
Oh, I meant to get a crusty bread, and that's what I was supposed to be doing right now. There's no kind of bread in there. We can't make no crusty bread from the potato bread.
There's 2 end pieces.
We can't make crusty bread from 2 end pieces.
You can try it.
I'm just saying, you know we good. We can make something from nothing. I come from nothing, so I know how to make something from it. And my number finally moved 1 minute. So we're going to start now and give it like 10 minutes or so. Because it is hot enough already. So I'm going to count that time when it was heating up. And we'll see what's going on.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Y'all are all from all over the place. Jamaica, Texas.
Let's go. I love it. I love when people come in from all over the place. So if this is your first time watching us, say first time. And then, you guys, you green team know what to do. Make sure they feel welcome. But we are on all social media platforms. We have been for the last few years. We are an ever-growing brand that's been established a few years ago. And we are growing and shifting from different things. So, don't be surprised if you're like, oh, now they're doing a little something different. Oh.
Yes, Kimberly. 2 heels of bread. That's all we got.
2 heels of bread can be a thing, babe. 2 heels of bread can be a thing. I know some of y'all are too good. Y'all throw 2 heels of bread away. Some of y'all are too good.
I literally kept it because I was going to make a meatloaf. And I was just going to toast that, crumble it up. But we ended up having hamburgers.
Yeah, last night when we weren't on live, we took our soft tortilla shells that we had the other night when we did fish tacos and seasoned up some hamburger meat and smashed it down on the tortilla, threw the tortilla in the pan, tortilla side down, toasted that, and then flipped the hamburger side down. And the hamburger cooked super fast because it was only super thin. And then we grabbed some shredded lettuce. Babe, what else you put on that burger?
Thousand Island. And then Daryl gave us some ears of corn, so we threw that in the microwave.
Threw it in the microwave for 4 minutes with the husk, the husk.
Yeah, the
husk on. And we had a dinner in like less than 10 minutes.
And then we had a few little tater tots.
Tater tots.
And I threw them in the air fryer, and that was dinner with some water.
It was the fastest dinner we could. We should have actually came live to be like, what's up, make this dinner in 10 minutes? and then put the Benny Hill music. Literally, we was like, man, that was fast.
Yeah, you did the hamburger part, and I did the veggies.
It was so fast. Next time we do a fast thing on a day that we're not going to go live, we'll go live for like 10 minutes. And be like, we're gonna make this in 10 minutes and then knock it all out. Cause we like that. That's what we do.
And we still don't have a dishwasher yet, y'all. So keep us in your prayers.
We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. That's what we do. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one more thing. 'Cause we like that. We're gonna get one
One day.
When we grow up, we're gonna get one.
Thank you guys for coming through on our Monday night.
So,
Watching us make this impromptu meal that Derek has created in his head.
I mean, technically, I've made lobster bisque and shrimp bisque and crab bisque a number of times. Haven't done it in a while, but I just wanted to change it and elevate it a little bit. I was like, man, let me add some brandy, some wine. I mean, usually a bisque has some kind of liquor in there. Sherry is usually what it is, but I wanted to do a little something different. And then I wanted to thicken it another way other than cornstarch or rice. And I feel like either immersion blender or food processing, all the aromatics. That's gonna be good. So we're gonna find out today. We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn today. So I'm gonna need this still because we're gonna go ahead and get that lobster meat done. So oh man, I missed one piece. We're 6 minutes in on that. You know what I took over there too, man? Our sanitizer spray. We've been cleaning with that, remember?
Yeah.
I got some more though, I think. Is this it right here? Yep.
Make sure you clean your cutting boards and sanitize them real good. And oil them.
Yup.
So they do not dry out and crack on you. Hey, Fred Williams, what's so funny?
What a Fred. Did Fred Williams go to Northview? I went to school with a Fred Williams.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. She ready. All right. I see 18 minutes. That's 7 minutes. I'll give it about 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish this deal. We're gonna make a bang out of a thing, y'all. Making a bang out of a thing.
So I have a question. You said you're gonna blend it all. The shells too?
No, I'm gonna strain it out first and try to press as much as the shells down. And you could do that.
Really?
You have to really use a very fine strainer, and you can do that. You literally gonna give you even more flavor. But I ain't doing all that. Anybody doing all that? What's gonna happen is we're probably gonna end up with some small pieces of shell in there. That's why I'm gonna probably double strain it. We don't have a super fine strainer. We got a small one though, right?
The little one, I think I stuck it in there.
One in here?
Where the utensils are back there. At least that's what I tried to do.
I'm gonna check it. So I'll double strain it. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna strain it first when I take it out of here, of course. And then we're gonna go ahead and strain it, pour it in there, run it, strain it again. See what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? See what you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking it up. I was asking for Miss Ina. You're welcome, Miss Ina.
Okay.
And plus, I was confused too.
Picking up what I'm putting down, I see now. That's all that matters. Before you know it, we're gonna have a thing, and it didn't take like forever. It could have took a long time. It could have took 2 hours to make this, especially if we were making the stock, which you should do. I mean, it's great to buy seafood stock, but you're not gonna get the same flavor you would get by making your own stock.
Okay.
And you can add all the aromatics you want. That's fine. We're getting a lot of aromatics as far as herbs, I'm saying.
You can use any kind of oil to oil your board.
Yeah, I use like olive oil. They actually make board oil. Don't be surprised if we come out with one. Don't even know, that's all I'm saying. We do have some cutting boards. Don't be surprised is all I'm trying to say.
Yes, Cena, you can use an immersion blender. We have one.
I actually pulled the immersion blender out. And now it's like, this might make a mess. Because, you know, sometimes you have the top off and then things are, you know, I was like, I'm going to put it in the, we also have a food processor. So I got.
We do not have a food processor.
What's this thing?
That's a blender.
I was just trying to check.
We need a food
I was trying to
processor.
check and see if you remember. Baby, I thought we had a food processor.
Oh, a long time ago. It broke. We never
It stopped
replenished it.
food processing.
Yes.
So we got 10 minutes in here, y'all. I'm just going to probably let it stay in here for another 5 minutes, but I'm going to depressurize it right now, okay? So let's turn it off. Cancel? Yeah. Then we're going to go ahead and get that steam out. I said I was going to need some of this, so I better pull it back out. I gotta go. Remind me to like to go online and get a home steel because I'm gonna leave that other one out at work. But I need to replace one anyway. It was getting worn down. So we're gonna leave it under pressure. A lot of times, if you're doing something really fast under pressure in a pressure cooker, it's a good practice even after your 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever time, is to depressurize it, but let it stay, let it stay pressurized for a few minutes, okay? Like maybe 10 minutes, like maybe 5 minutes. I did that backwards. So stay pressurized for a few moments. So since it's depressurized, I'm gonna go ahead and take the top off anyhow. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we got in here. Man, look, that smells so good. I just want to just stay here.
Let's steam up the glasses, okay.
Steam up my glasses. Oh, so good. My goodness. You didn't have to be like that. You didn't have to be like that, Pan. I'm gonna take. Let me move this out of my way again. I'll take this and use it for my straining. Which means I get to clean it again, but it's okay.
You want me to hold it? Oh, it's that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna get first my little. I keep putting away stuff and then needing it again. Gonna get my little shells out.
You want to put the shells in a bowl?
I will after I kind of press them down. I want to get juice and stuff out of here. Get all that goodness in here, bro. Especially these little crab pieces that have like. Sometimes you get the little meat. Yeah, get the meats and stuff in there.
Trust me, I wouldn't get that in the bowl.
You did a good job. I wouldn't have, so I'm just acting like I did it. I'm just trying to act like I clean these things. Let's get all the shells out. Because one, we don't really want to blend these because you're gonna end up with little sandy pieces, and who wants that? And I don't have a great enough sieve. What's these things called? Strainer for that. But there's little knuckle juices and things in here. If I was doing a whole lobster, I would have put the entire lobster head, little legs, tail, everything in here. And then this is where this part was going to definitely help you because you're going to end up with a lot of little pieces of things.
But if you have a mesh bag, you could have done that, put all the shells
You can do
in
that.
the
That's
bag,
absolutely
and
correct.
then you just pull out the whole bag.
If you are so smart, where you from? Where'd I get you from?
Norfolk.
Norfolk. You had to say it like you from down there.
I am from down
You
there.
from down there.
And over there.
And over there. And sometimes somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got a lot of little shells in here. good. This thing smells so good, bro. Just trying to get as many of the shell pieces that I can find out of here. Another one.
Once you get the shells out and then you pour your veggies, you'll probably find all the other little pieces.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just trying to get these out first. Toss those. And then strain the veggies and toss those. Not toss the veggies, you know what I'm saying? Strain so much stuff out. Okay. In here, I guess we're gonna be taking our trash first thing in the morning. This thing gonna be terrific in the morning. Okay.
That's hot, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
You need a towel.
You know me, I was gonna just try to grab
I
it
know
with
you
my,
was.
with my I cook all the time hands.
I'm sure.
And then like tomorrow I'll be like, man, why I got this little hard part in my hand? Let's grab that out. Let's do a little strain. We're gonna get all of that. Pieces that are not supposed to be in there out. I see a few. And again, like Nita said, you probably could have. Some of these very, very small pieces would probably be fine in that once you strain it a few times, but we're gonna get as much as we can out. That's why it's always better to use the big, expensive pieces of crab, because the crab shells are bigger. Get this out.
But this is a budget-friendly meal.
Absolutely. Get these pieces out. But he wants a smooth soup with crab in it. There's a nice little piece right here. I think we mostly got everything out of here. Here's a claw, we don't want that. Okay, there's another little piece here. But that's flavor, you know, that's why it was in there to start with, because we wanted to make sure we had all the flavor crystals. I feel like we're good on this. I see a couple little tiny pieces of ligaments and things, but they should be fine. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. So, get rid of this. And let's set up, baby. Y'all want to see that little broth right now? We're going to move this out of the way. Once you get a second, pull it away. And we're going to put the blender in the same spot.
You gotta sit over that way, you gotta wash.
Yeah, I know. I know it's got to be washed.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get the blender.
Let's grab the blender.
Well, I see a shell right here.
Cool, I'll pull it out. I was looking for as much as I could. Boom. Yep, I see it too. Good eyes. Good eyes, babe. And we're gonna get all this stuff in here. Blended slowly and pick it up a little bit. Nothing happened. Oh, wait.
What?
Here we go. Just came on. Alrighty.
Can you use canned crab with this dish? Yes.
Absolutely. You can use canned lobster if you can find that. I don't know if that is even a thing. But if it is, you can use it. Let's get this in here. We don't want any
Oh, that
overcooked.
broth looks
It's gonna
amazing.
be so good, baby. I'll throw all that in there. This is gonna be our thickener. Like I said, cooked rice is usually used for this. Go ahead and
We ain't like no rice.
no, I'm not gonna use it. I'm using this.
Oh.
For thickening it up. Yeah, I'm using the veggies. A lot of people don't use the veggies for thickening it up. Let me Start throwing a bit of this in here.
The fridge says your friends are a mirror of your standards. Look closely.
And then even if it's not as thick as you would like it, you can add a little cornstarch slurry if you do not want to add the rice. Let's put this in here. Boom. Let's give it a little pulse first. Oh, still popped up. I knew it was going to do that. Well, clean that up.
Yeah, hot liquid.
Yeah, it's always doing that. Let's add, I tried to give it a little vent on the top. Let me try again, man. I must not have did it good enough. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, let's try it again.
Nope. It's too hot. It's going up again.
I'll let it down. This is
Just
the fun
take
part.
the middle piece out.
Yeah, it's gonna get all over the towel.
It's getting all over it everywhere.
Yeah, I might have to do that. Might have to do that, y'all. Trying to keep it from. That's what I'm doing right here, just lifting it up, but I actually shouldn't see the get up. I want to go ahead and also kind of get this strained a little more too again. I'm going to give it a taste. I'm going to add some seasonings, and I'm going to give it another strain. Let me just get all this mess out of here. Made a little mess, but it's okay. Again, don't be afraid to make mistakes in the kitchen. Now, if you don't learn nothing from me over the 8 years, is do not be afraid of mistakes. A lot of content creators come on here and they practice stuff and they do stuff to make you think that your stuff has to come out perfectly like theirs does every single time. Believe me, they didn't just pop up and do it. So I would rather show you as we develop things because it gives you a little more, I don't know, believability. Let's put it like that. Where you're like, you know what? It's okay. I saw Derek not do it perfectly. It's all right. And he recouped. Let's give it a little strain. Thanks, baby. Appreciate you.
Right. Heavy.
I got it, baby. Thank you.
Got it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Just gonna give it a little help here. Straining out. We want it as smooth as possible. You don't want any particles from the crab shell in here. Again, if you like your consistency a little thicker, feel free to add some cooked rice into the blender or do a cornstarch slurry, a simple cornstarch slurry. So I want my bisque a little smoother than I normally make it. So
You gonna say put the alcohol back in, you know.
I'm gonna give it a taste. I'm gonna season it now. See if it needs salt. See if it needs. I know it's gonna need a little of our seafood blend. They have some big crab pieces in here. Well, little crab pieces, let's just say. Let me taste.
Thank you, Sharon, for 200 stars.
It's good. It does need seafood blend though. I need seafood blend.
Well, that's fine.
It's good. It just needs some seafood blend in there. Let's add some of our Cooking with Greens seafood blend. I'm gonna find it, y'all. It's probably up here. That's Tex-Mex, onion, black pepper, ranch, Creole.
It's
Ah,
right
there it
here.
is. Last one I checked. So we're gonna add some of our seafood blend in here. And these are lower sodium, high flavor blends, all-purpose blends. Again, depending on if you want your bisque less like a soup or more like a
Bisque.
you can add a little cornstarch slurry or rice. That's good though. A teeny bit more of the Italian in here. But I think I want a little bit more of those herbs. And then I'm going to put a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt in here.
Luana said you can borrow her seafood blend.
I know. I almost thought I didn't have you, Luana. I'm gonna let my wife is using my taste tester. I'll let her taste this too. See what she thinks. There you go, baby.
It's just not thick. Other than that,
You want
it's
it thicker?
perfect.
Okay, we're gonna make the cornstarch slurry. My wife wants it thick, so we're gonna make a little cornstarch slurry. We're gonna make it a little thicker. All right. So let's get a little cornstarch. I mean, I would have been all right with
If
that.
I ordered the racks, will I be able to get the 10% off? You mean the spice racks? Yes, they're $35.
I did it on the website. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than 10% off. It's like
It's $15 off.
It's like 22% off. Yeah. So it's more than 10% off. So if you're trying to get more than 10% off, we got you covered, okay?
The crab and the lobster is not in the bisque yet.
No, we didn't get to that yet, y'all. Y'all so fast.
It's not even in there, y'all.
Y'all so fast. The other thing we didn't do was we didn't add our cream in there yet. So we still, that's why I'm not really worried about it yet. I'm just going to add a little cornstarch slurry near the
No,
end.
not just in the store, y'all. It's online too.
Add a little cornstarch slurry. And I'm gonna add a little cream in here and throw it back in there again, y'all. Like I said, I want to do a double. I want to make it nice and creamy. I mean, nice and smooth. Give me a second to clean this off. I don't have multiple strainers. We got a real tiny one, but it's gonna make me mad because it's gonna take a year. So I'm gonna get all this off and then go ahead and do another one. Throw it back in here with a little bit of heavy cream, okay?
Are you straining it in there too?
I'm gonna strain it.
Hold up, let me hold it for you.
I'm just, you know what? I don't have to, but I
That's
do.
okay.
Actually, you know what? Go ahead and put that in there because I just put the seasoning in there. I'm gonna put that in there. All that seasoning.
Sorry, guys.
Yep. I'm gonna add a little bit of heavy cream in here.
Use your man hands.
It's hard. It was hard. It's hard to use your man hands sometimes. A little heavy cream. So also gonna add a little sweetness in there. Get it back in here again. Make sure this thing is loose, like it wasn't when I first put it in there.
Uh-oh. It shouldn't do that now, though, because it's not hot, right?
No, it doesn't. That's gonna still do it. All right, let's get that straightened out.
You want to rinse this?
No, you don't have to. Boom, boom, boom. That's a lot less of a problem. cool. Okay, baby. Thank you. Put that in the sink.
You still using it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of that there. He's gonna give it a little bit of heat, just enough to, so this is not going in a cool.
Thank you guys for tapping that screen. Thank you for the stars. You guys are amazing. Thank you for just being here. We appreciate all of it.
Wife said she wants her bisque to have a little more body. She has a little tongue feel on hers.
Because the last thing that's going in there, y'all, is the seafood.
Absolutely.
But you said body, yaddy, yaddy.
Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. She like a little body, yaddy, yaddy. That's good. Just gonna let it get to a little simmer, because it did cool down a lot in there.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging around in there. And I'm gonna start getting stuff together so we can start plating. Well, I'm gonna get my my stuff cooked in some butter real quick. Oh, somebody.
What's your phone?
You trying to call you?
I guess it's the messages.
They probably like, can you wanna taste, baby?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Well, now you're okay with
I'm
it.
gonna wait. Yeah.
I think that's a good consistency for the bisque. It's not too thick and it's not too thin.
So we're gonna put it on the stove on low so it stay hot, right?
If that's what you want, babe.
That's exactly what I want.
All right, let's turn this off. Let me check for all the rest of the people in the back. See if this is good.
So low.
Yep. You probably want a little heat in there. Look at that. Okay. That's good.
That burn is on right there. It's on very low.
All right, so keep it on the low burn.
Keep it on low.
Let's go ahead and get all the rest of our stuff, which is the meat, done. Let's grab our pan. We're gonna get some butter in this thing. Because butter make it better. We're gonna do a bit of butter. I just dropped my thing on the floor. Let me clean it up. A bit of butter. So like a little bit of more butter is fine.
Butter make it better.
Butter always makes it better. Well, rest this off. And get our butter melted, guys. Once our butter gets all melted, I'm gonna throw in my meat.
We're almost there, y'all.
Yep,
I know it's been over an hour, but we're almost there.
Get a little green onion going. Couple strips.
And these pans and cleavers and spices that you all were saying, we have them on sale.
There we go. Here we go. Get a little butter going. I'm gonna throw my lobster in there. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my soup ready to go. We're gonna serve it right on top of the soup. Let's move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. Can you unplug Baby for me real quick? If you do not mind. Thanks, baby. Wipe this thing down with the antiseptic too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Pull that over. We're gonna go ahead and grab my soup bowls. It's just gonna take us a couple of seconds to cook, and then we're gonna go ahead and serve it. We're gonna get our bisque ready to go. Here we go. Gonna grab our meat that we had. From the crab. Lord. Can you hold this for a second, babe? This thing don't want to come out of here. Yeah, grab that so I can pull this down. I guess we have this back further than we normally have it. We're going to throw that in the pan with that butter. I feel like I ain't going to be mad if I have a little more butter. Just gonna quickly cook this on some butter, guys. We're gonna add a bit of our Cooking with Green spicy seafood blend. And that butter sauce. We're gonna add all of our crab meat that we picked, that my wife so meticulously picked for us. And again, we're just cooking this until it's just done. More butter. More butter, because I figure we can
just
serve
leave it out.
We can serve the butter on top. You know, as I said, I'm doing it I'm thinking about it as I go. So.
Well, that smells good.
Oh, it's going to taste even better. Just want this cooked until the lobster is not raw. Not till everything starts turning into circles and getting super chewy. None of that stuff. We want it just barely cooked. And what normally happens when you keep it in the pan, it's going to cook even longer. I mean, even more is what I'm trying to say. Just give it a little bit.
How long do you saute lobster and crab?
It really depends on the size. You want to cook it till it's just the opaqueness is gone, and then take it right out.
So your crab meat don't look see-through.
Yeah, and take it off.
I mean your
well,
lobster.
Crab usually is.
I mean your lobster, because usually when you get crab, it's already cooked.
Yep. So now you see how that's just getting there. I'm about to take this off the heat. Let the pan finish cooking the few pieces that. Yeah, that is just done. And that's literally where you want it. This piece could take a little second. You know, that's why people do not like lobster and things like that. Because
we was just having that conversation today.
People overcook it. So I'm gonna take a good, we're gonna equally, I feel like we're gonna, let's see. Let's turn this off because it's gonna bug me. You shut up. I don't want that one. I want this one.
You want a ladle?
Yeah, ladle. Oh,
Not kids.
If my kids was on, they would be saying that right now. a ladle.
Thank you, Miss Ina.
Our broth in here, guys.
Look how nice and thick and creamy that
Again,
is.
if you want it more, a little thicker, that's fine. Go ahead. Add your starch. Add your rice.
And if you got good crusty bread, please
Oh my
eat it.
gosh.
Look at that bowl of goodness.
Absolutely. And I want to hurry up and get this out of this pan because guess what the lobster's still doing?
It's still cooking. You being cute, y'all. I would just tilted the pot and
You're right, but you know I'm being cute. That boy, no, he ain't cute.
Yes, he is.
Hold on. I'm here being cute for no reason. Why are you being cute, sir? So, let's get this goodness in here. Oh, my gracious. Just cooked. Just cooked. Oh, you're gonna make me want to have to get the tongs, huh? I'm trying to be good. Oh, man.
It smells good, y'all. It smells really, really good.
It's gonna be so good, too.
Dinner time. Yeah, I know. We could have had some croutons or something. We don't have nothing.
Some oyster crackers or somebody.
We ain't even got that, y'all.
Should I keep some of that? I feel like I don't care, bro.
I don't care about other people. It's about us.
No, I'm saying that
And you
gotta
the
keep
rest
some for
of
that
the
little
raw.
extra bit.
No.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna kill that. We're gonna add.
Just
to
pour the
this.
rest of it in the bowls.
I want the pictures up there first.
Okay, you take a nice little picture of with what I don't know.
Yeah, true. So I want that nice butter with that flavor in here on here too.
Okay, thank you. Whatever that was.
Add that in here too. Come on, butter. Okay. Y'all. This gonna be a thing.
And the rest of that thing is going right in my bowl.
We gonna have a
Soon
time. Look, we just gonna let y'all see a
This is
cool
over.
picture. Well, we gonna put that with that rest of that stuff going in the bowl. I really want to have a bowl full to the tippy top.
I do.
You see, I said what I said. A little bit of greenery here, also in flavor. A little extra shake of our seafood blend
Yes.
on there. Just you can see a little herbs and spices on that.
That's beautiful.
And then we're gonna just be extra with a little drizzle of olive oil into the broth. That's all. Boom. That's all. Boom. Look at that. Look at that.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
That thing be thangin'. That
That's
thing be
beautiful.
thangin'. Woo!
Y'all see?
Man, look.
Can you take a look?
Man, look. Man, look. Baby, let me get you a spoon so we can spoon this thing on the air and let these people know if it's good or nay.
Y'all see?
Oh. Bless my food. Father, thank you for this food we're about to eat. May it nourish our body. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Man, look at that. Oh,
This is something.
I don't even want to get into it yet. Ooh, I
Okay,
just want to
stay
look
there.
at it for a second.
You go right ahead.
Okay, here we go. Now we got all that mirepoix in there, the celery, the carrots,
Ooh, that's the thing.
the onion.
Okay, wait to slam. Well, lobster.
Just enough cream too, not too overpowering.
That is good.
That lobster is perfect.
Imagine you eat that bread. Now I'm mad.
That's so good. Do you hear me?
No, we don't sell seafood broth.
I'm fixing to, That's good. That's good. That's good. I can't wait to eat that. Okay, so there's a couple of other versions of this recipe. Perhaps I will type this third version of my lobster and crab bisque for the website because I do that often. Sometimes I have like a recipe already and I'm like, I want to revise it. I want to I'll try to do that. Maybe tonight, if not by tomorrow, right? But if you want to do a lobster bisque, there are 2 other versions of this lobster bisque on our website. Super simple. We love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for talking. Thank you for supporting us by purchasing our products. Y'all are the real MVPs. Like we always say, from our heart to your plate, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out this kitchen. We don't never say that. I just added that part. But anyhow, we love you guys, man. We'll see you again. Maybe
No. We won't see y'all Wednesday because we have an event.
Yeah, we have an event. Maybe we'll just do a little couple of shots or live. I don't know. We have a Chef Fest. It's a $125 ticketed event where we're in there with a bunch of other chefs they're doing samples of their food, and it's for Easter seals. So we're raising money for Easter seals. So it's our give back. We do a few give backs. Last month I did NASA, a give back for NASA, Langley Air Force Base. We did a give back for Grassfield High School. Did a give back for Strawbridge Middle School, and another thing.
Yeah, another women's thing.
And then we also we donate stuff for silent auctions and things like that. So we're trying to give back as much as possible. I know y'all used to seeing us out in the street making meals, but we're still doing what we want. If you want to help to give back, you always can hit our Cash App out. That's fine. But anyhow, we love y'all. Thank you for hanging out. We'll probably, maybe see you tomorrow. It's our Katie's birthday. Anita says she's going to be cooking. We'll see how we feel. We might not. But we love you, and we'll see you again, all right? Y'all have a good one, and thanks for hanging out with us. I got to eat this. Y'all got to leave, man.
Definitely.
The lobster is cooked perfectly, baby.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, my God. I feel like I want a piece of bread.